Over the past few weeks, I find myself using the terminal much more often than before, probably like many of you. For me, there are two main reasons. First, Obsidian released the command line interface, which lets us interact with our vault very efficiently. And second, Claude or Claude Code has become much more useful. Currently, I use both of them rather intensively. I will have more to say about what I think does and doesn't make sense in this context in another video, but today I would like to talk about the challenge this brought for me, which is switching windows and context. Very often I need to switch between my Obsidian vault, one terminal window or another terminal window because typically I have more of those at the same time, and this is very distracting for me. I lose my focus, and all in all it is inefficient. And you know me, I do not like being inefficient, so I looked for a solution. I found two plugins which deal with the terminal in Obsidian. I will show you both in a moment, but I can tell you already now that none of them really did what I wanted it to do. So I went ahead and built one myself. I vibe coded it, as they say nowadays. Let me show you all that stuff. I created a new empty vault. I didn't customize anything. I only installed the two terminal plugins I mentioned earlier, and I installed Bread, which is a community plugin that allows us to install plugins directly from a GitHub repository because they might not be available yet in the community plugins. But let's first take a look at the different plugins that are currently available, starting with Open in Terminal. I currently have it active, and if I go to the command palette, I can actually see Open in Terminal and Open in Terminal with Claude Code. I will just take the first option here, and what happens is that it actually opens a terminal window, but alas, not inside of Obsidian. It's a separate window, and it's actually CMD, which on Windows is not the best shell to use, but on the plus side, it opens directly in my vault directory. Now, nice, but not really what I need. So let's deactivate this one and take a look at Terminal. Terminal is closer to what I actually want. So once again, I go to the command palette, I say Terminal, Open Terminal, and here I select the integrated one, which indeed opens a panel here, which is a terminal. For whatever reason, it starts in this directory, which is not where my vault is, but of course I could change this and I can work here, which is great. Now the thing is, while I do see this in Obsidian, there is also a parallel window open. Let me just arrange this a bit so we can see this in parallel. There we go. So everything I'm doing here is actually reflected and repeated in the external terminal window, which is better than before, but still not great because, like I said, I don't want to have tons of windows open. And the other problem is, if I were to change the size of this terminal window, because I say I want to save some screen space, then this also impacts the behavior of the window inside of Obsidian, which is, not awesome. So again, not a great solution. It also throws some errors here. So what I did was I built my own plugin. You will find the link to it in the description, of course. Currently, it's not available in the community plugins because it still needs to be approved and everything. So if you're interested in it, you will need to have Bread installed first and then install it from there. Or you'd install it directly from the GitHub repository with the installer that I provided there. But for now, let's just go to Bread and say I want to add a plugin. All you have to do is to paste the repository URL. Then it checks it, says, yes, that's a valid one. Which version do you want to use? I would go with the latest version by default. And then I just say add plugin. So this installs the plugin automatically. We see that it has been registered, and we can also see it here. It's called Lean Terminal. And the first thing we notice when we go to the settings, it says that it's not installed. Now, technically, the plugin is installed, but since the plugin requires binaries to interact with the local shell, and the binaries are different depending on your operating system, so Windows, Mac OS, or Linux, I did not include them, because I would have had to include all of them, which doesn't make much sense if you only need one version. So the first thing you need to do after installing it is to download these binaries. This should only take a moment, and it will automatically take the ones that are relevant for your system. In my case, that's Windows. Also in the settings, you have some options to customize the appearance with a few pre-installed themes, font selection, etc. You can also decide where you would like to have the terminal appear by default. I will leave this at bottom for the time being, and you can enable notification options. Let's get out of the settings and open a command palette again, and then search for terminal. We see there are several options. We can just open a new terminal, which I will do now. And indeed, it opens at the bottom of our window. Now, as you can see, this looks slightly different. First of all, it's not using CMD here on Windows, but PowerShell. And with that, it's also using the customizations that I created for PowerShell on my device. Now, I would also like to stress that this is running only inside of Obsidian, so there's no external window anymore. And as you can see, this is also running in tabs, which indicates something nice, which is we can have a second one here. And then we could go ahead in our first tab, start Obsidian CLI. Now this is maybe not enough space, so I can simply take this and rearrange it like any other node to have it on the side and see more of the window content. Here I can also select a color. Let's make this purple. And I can also rename the tab. Again, very useful if you have multiple ones, so you can easily find what you're working on in each terminal. And here I can simply start a Claude session, give it a color as well, and of course also rename it. So that's pretty nice. In each tab I have an individual terminal running, but what if I want to see both terminals or multiple terminals at the same time? Well, in this case, we simply go back to the command palette, search for terminal, and say open terminal in a new pane. This opens it right here. And once again, we can simply do whatever we want to do here. Each of these terminals runs in a separate session and does not interfere with each other. And that's pretty much what I wanted from this plugin, having all the terminals directly in Obsidian, no more window switching, no more losing of context or focus, and everything available at my fingertips. So let me stress again what the plugin actually does. It's first of all a fully interactive shell, which means the terminal windows inside of Obsidian behave exactly like the ones you would see on your normal system. Then it is cross-platform, something which I cannot demonstrate, but I had help with testing it, so I know that it works on Windows, macOS, and on Linux. You have multiple terminal tabs and multiple terminal windows that you can arrange and open at the same time. And you can customize the appearance a bit. So in this case, I went with the default font initially, but in my own production world, I changed this to JetBrains Mono, which I prefer simply personally. And I also like the fact that I can use sound notifications. This saves me the time and the hassle of going and checking all the time whether a certain task or process is already finished in each window. I just wait for the notification, and then I know I can go there and continue working. And that's already it. So I hope this helps a bit. What I forgot to mention is that the plugin is obviously free, but it's also open source. So if you feel talented and inspired to do something even greater with it, which I'm sure is possible, feel free to do so. I will be happy to see a lot of evolution and better versions out there. And of course, I would also be happy to use them myself. But that's it for now. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.